All right, strap in, everybody, because today we are diving deep into some Hindu mythology.
Oh, yeah, some of the best.
We got some incredible stories about Hanuman and Garuda from you guys, our amazing listeners.
Two seriously powerful figures.
Two absolute powerhouses. I am so ready to unpack all of this.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating matchup, you know?
It is.
You have, on one hand, you have Hanuman, this ultimate devoted servant of Rama, just known for his strength and his loyalty. I'm talking moving mountains kind of strength.
Yeah.
Unwavering loyalty.
And then you have Garuda, who's like the king of birds, serving as Vishnu's mount.
All about speed, ferocity.
I mean, he soars through, heaven, earth, the netherworld. It's crazy.
They're shebang.
So it makes you wonder, who would actually win if these two ever, went head to head?
Yeah, well, one of the sources you sent actually digs into that question.
Oh, wow.
Really breaks down their powers and weaknesses.
Like a cosmic battle card, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool. But before we even get into, who has the bigger muscles or the faster wings or whatever, one of the sources tells this really amazing story that I think gets to the heart of who these characters really are.
Oh, I love a good story. Lay it on me.
All right, so this one involves Garuda's pride. It kind of gets the better of him.
Uh-oh.
It all starts with Krishna, always the mastermind, right?
Of course, yeah.
Decides to teach Garuda a lesson in humility.
Krishna, he seems to have a knack for that.
He does. So how does he set this up?
Yeah, how does he?
Well, he calls on Hanuman to stir up a little trouble in Dwarka.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is Krishna's magnificent city.
So Hanuman is basically going to be like his little
agent of chaos.
Agent of chaos. There it is. Okay.
Exactly. And Hanuman, being the mischievous monkey that he is,
yeah,
happily agrees and proceeds to absolutely demolish Krishna's palace orchard.
Oh.
I'm talking uprooted trees, devoured fruit, the whole 9 yards.
I can imagine the gardeners' faces. Not happy. Okay, so where does Garuda fit into all of this?
Right, so Krishna calls Garuda in to, deal with the situation.
Yeah.
He's figuring, Garuda, king of the birds, he can easily bring Hanuman back.
Seems reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, and Garuda, of course, super confident, claims he can handle it no problem, single-handedly. No army needed for just a monkey, right?
Oh, there's the pride.
There it is. I bet this doesn't go exactly as Garuda planned.
Probably not.
You would be right. So Garuda finds Hanuman just in the middle of this orchard rampage.
Oh.
But Hanuman completely ignores him.
Oh.
Just continues on with the destruction as if Garuda wasn't even there.
Ouch, that's got to sting. I can only imagine how infuriating that would be.
Right. I mean, talk about adding insult to injury. So Garuda, now he's feeling insulted and enraged, threatens Hanuman.
Yeah.
But Hanuman, ever playful, just kind of laughs it off, challenges him to a fight. And what Garuda doesn't realize is that he has severely underestimated his opponent.
This is where it gets good. What happens when they clash?
So Hanuman, showing off his incredible strength, uses his tail to coil around Garuda, trapping him completely. And no matter how hard he struggles, Garuda can't break free.
Oh, wow. Talk about a humbling experience. So how does he get out of this?
So finally, Garuda resorts to telling Hanuman that Krishna himself has summoned him.
Okay.
But Hanuman, being devoted to Rama, doesn't really care about Krishna's summons.
Yeah.
They serve different lords, but he releases Garuda anyway.
Okay, so we're already seeing these contrasting personalities emerge here.
Yes.
Right. You got Garuda, all driven by ego, underestimating Hanuman. And then you have Hanuman, who's way more focused on his devotion to Rama than proving himself.
That's it. And that difference in mindset, that's key here. You see, Garuda gets so caught up in proving his superiority that he misses the bigger picture entirely. This story, it's not just a fun anecdote. It points to this much deeper theme in Hindu mythology.
Okay, what's that?
Balancing strength with virtue.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just have power. It's about how you use it.
Exactly. But it doesn't sound like Garuda learns his lesson right away, does he?
I mean, probably not, knowing Garuda.
You're right. He flies back to Krishna, all defeated and soaked. Because remember, Hanuman tossed him in the ocean at one point?
Right.
And he still speaks with this hint of arrogance about Hanuman.
Well, Krishna's all-knowing. He probably sees right through that.
Oh, absolutely. Krishna realizes that Garuda needs a stronger nudge.
Yeah.
So he sends him back to Hanuman, but this time he tells Garuda to tell Hanuman that it's actually Rama who summoned him.
Ooh, okay, so knowing how devoted Hanuman is to Rama, this is a game changer. What happens next?
This is where we really see the power of Hanuman's devotion. He immediately agrees to go to Dwarka.
Of course.
Right. Now Garuda, still trying to prove something, he races back as fast as he can.
Yeah.
But when he arrives...
Hanuman's already there.
Exactly. And it gets even better. Remember the Sudarshan chakra?
Oh, yeah, Krishna's legendary weapon.
Yeah.
That spinning disc of pure energy.
That's the one. Well, Krishna had told it to, like, guard the gate and not let anyone in.
Uh-huh.
But Hanuman, eager to see Rama, just swallowed the chakra and walked right in.
Wait, he swallowed the Sudarshan chakra.
Swallowed it whole.
That's amazing. And kind of terrifying, if you think about it.
It really highlights the power of his devotion, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't about fighting or showing off. It was purely driven by love for Rama.
Yeah.
You can imagine the look on Garuda's face.
Oh, yeah.
Like, here he is, trying so hard to prove his speed.
Uh-huh.
And Hanuman effortlessly surpasses him while staying completely humble.
That's got to be a tough pill to swallow. So what happens when Garuda sees Hanuman just chilling in Dwarka? Like, what lesson does Krishna have in store for him at this point?
Well, for that, you'll have to wait for part 2 of this deep dive.
Come on.
Trust me, it's worth the wait. The story has so much more to teach us about pride, humility, and the true nature of strength.
Okay, fine. But you better deliver.
Oh, I will.
So last time we left off with Garuda showing up in Dwarka, only to find Hanuman already there,
Yeah.
hanging out with Rama and Sita.
Right.
But, like, I'm guessing this isn't the actual Rama and Sita, is it?
You are correct. It's actually Krishna and Satyabhama in disguise.
Oh, sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Satyabhama, you remember her, Krishna's wife,
Oh, yeah.
known for her beauty and, well, let's just say she's not exactly famous for her humility.
Right, okay.
So this whole scene, it's a setup, a play, orchestrated by Krishna to teach Garuda a lesson he won't forget.
It's amazing, right, how Krishna uses these, like, playful scenarios to teach these deep lessons.
Absolutely.
So how does Hanuman, who's like, Mr. Devoted Servant,
Right.
react to this whole charade?
Well, Hanuman, completely clueless to the disguises, he bows before Rama
Uh-huh.
and immediately asks, "Where is Sita Maya? And why are you keeping company with this lowly woman?"
Oh, no. He did not just call Satyabhama lowly.
He did. He doesn't recognize her, and he genuinely thinks that, some random woman is trying to replace Sita.
That's got to be a blow to the ego, I mean.
Right.
Especially compared to Sita.
Yeah, but that's part of the lesson, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so. This is Krishna's plan.
Exactly. Every little detail, even Satyabhama's discomfort, it's all part of Krishna's grand scheme. So Krishna, staying in character as Rama, plays along. He asks Hanuman how he got past the gate, knowing full well about Sudarshan chakra guarding it.
So Hanuman, being, innocent and all, just tells him.
Oh, yeah. He explains that he swallowed the chakra to avoid any delays in seeing his lord. He even, opens his mouth to show Krishna and release it, proving his story.
Hold on. Wait, he swallowed the Sudarshan chakra.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, that is hardcore devotion. Talk about commitment.
It's just incredible, right? It shows you the power of pure, unadulterated devotion. And you can picture Garuda just watching all of this unfold, totally speechless.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here he is trying so desperately to prove his speed and worth, and Hanuman just, surpasses him effortlessly, all while being humble and focused on his love for Rama.
It's like night and day between them. Garuda's all ego, and Hanuman's pure devotion. This has got to be when the lesson starts to sink in for Garuda.
This is the turning point for sure. It's like a visual representation of what Krishna is trying to teach him. True strength is about the balance between power and humility.
Yeah.
And to really hammer it home, Krishna, still pretending to be Rama, smiles kindly at Hanuman, while Garuda and Satyabhama just stand there completely humbled.
So how does Krishna finish this whole, elaborate lesson? Does he give Garuda a lecture on humility?
No, he doesn't need to. The whole experience is the lesson, Krishna simply turns to Garuda and says, "Garuda, power needs to be accompanied by humility." That's it.
Wow. Mic drop moment.
Right. It really is. This whole story, it's brilliant, it's entertaining, and it teaches us something profound about true strength.
I love that. These stories are just so much fun, and they give us these amazing insights into life and spirituality. It's like, hidden wisdom tucked into these epic tales.
Exactly. And speaking of epic tales, we have another source here that takes a different approach to the whole Hanuman versus Garuda thing.
Oh,
It goes deep into their powers and abilities, almost like a cosmic battle card comparison.
okay. All right, sign me up for this. I want to know who has the edge in strength, in speed, in intelligence,
We'll break it all down.
and maybe the most important question, who would actually win in a fight?
Get ready for a tale of two strengths.
Okay, so let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah.
In one corner, we got Hanuman, mighty monkey god, can leap across oceans, lift mountains, the whole 9 yards. And in the other corner, we got Garuda, the king of birds, lightning speed, those razor-sharp talons.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is like the ultimate mythological showdown.
It is. It is.
So who takes the crown? Who wins?
Well, so this source breaks it down kind of like categories,
That's
almost
totally-
like a cosmic boxing match, you know?
I like it.
So first up, we got physical strength, like just overall prowess. Both of them are insanely strong. But Hanuman, he's got a secret weapon. His ability to change size.
Oh.
He can become like as small as an ant or as big as a mountain.
So it's like a built-in power-up.
Exactly. It makes him super adaptable in a fight.
I'm picturing Hanuman like the size of a skyscraper, towering over Garuda.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
A
intimidating.
little bit. But Garuda's not going to back down easily. Right?
No, absolutely not. He's strong enough to carry Vishnu across the cosmos. I mean, come on.
And he's defeated some pretty powerful enemies, like the Nagas, those mythical serpents. You can't forget about those talons and that beak.
Right. Those are not for show.
No, they're not. Okay, so round one, strength. I'm calling it a tie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe a slight edge to Hanuman, just because of the size changing.
Yeah. But what about speed?
Oh, speed. Come on, that's Garuda's domain.
Definitely, when it comes to aerial combat, Garuda's the king.
Uh-huh.
Flies so fast, he's tough to hit. But Hanuman is no slouch.
Right. I mean, he leaped across the ocean to reach Lanka. That's got to be some serious speed.
It is, and his agility is incredible. Dodging attacks, counterattacking, super quick reflexes.
So Garuda might be faster in the air, but on the ground, it could be a different story.
Yeah, it shows you their different domains, right? Garuda, master of the skies, Hanuman, powerful and agile on the land.
It's almost poetic.
It is. All right, what about intelligence? Strategy. This one's trickier.
Yeah, they're both known for their cleverness.
For sure.
Hanuman tricked his way into Lanka. I mean, he even outwitted Ravana a couple of times.
Yeah. And Garuda, being Vishnu's mount, he's got to be wise, strategic, right?
Thinking on his feet.
So another tie.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So strength, speed, intelligence, all tied up.
It's a close match. But what about their divine powers?
Yes, right. I mean,
Yeah.
they both have crazy abilities from their devotion.
Absolutely. Hanuman's devotion to Rama gives him strength, resilience. He can even fly.
And Garuda, he's got the protection of Vishnu. He can travel through all three worlds.
Exactly.
So they're both basically invincible.
Pretty much, yeah. This fight is getting harder and harder to predict. But, if we really look at this source, it seems like it's pointing to something a little deeper than just who would win a fight.
What do you mean?
Well, the source argues that focusing on just the fight itself kind of misses the point. Because ultimately, Hanuman and Garuda, they serve the same divine force.
Right, because Rama and Vishnu are like aspects of the same supreme being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all connected in Hinduism.
It's beautiful, but also kind of complicated. It is. So their rivalry, it's more symbolic than literal.
I see.
They represent different ways of being devoted, of serving, and each one is valid, each one is powerful.
That's a really good point.
And remember that story we talked about, Garuda and Hanuman and Dwarka? Even after that whole confrontation, they both end up serving their lords. They're dedicated to something bigger than themselves.
A good message.
Yeah.
So it's not about who'd win in a fight. It's about acknowledging the different ways we can, express our devotion, serve something greater than ourselves.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about these stories.
It is. So there you have it, everybody. We explored these incredible characters, their powers. We got a little philosophical along the way. I mean, this deep dive was really something special.
It really was. It's a reminder that these stories are so much more than just fights and superpowers. They're about humility, devotion, the true meaning of strength.
Things we can all think about in our own lives.
Absolutely.
So, if Hanuman and Garuda, with all their might, can serve the same divine purpose. What does that tell us about how we can express our own devotion? What strengths can we cultivate? What can we offer to the world? Something to think about.
For sure, for sure. It's an invitation to explore our own paths, find our unique strengths, figure out how we can contribute to something bigger. Because, there are many paths to the divine,
Absolutely.
and each one has its own beauty, its own potential.
Beautifully said. And on that note, until next time, keep diving deep.